Breaking news right now at 11, a Philadelphia police detective under internal affairs investigation as the department determines if any policy was broken after this law enforcement officer allegedly attended a Trump rally that preceded the U.S. Capitol riot. The news comes after a second Capitol police officer has died following the attack that has since inflicted deep wounds. House lawmakers plan to introduce articles of impeachment against the president early this week. Good evening, I'm Joe Holden. We begin with that breaking news. Police want to know if the detective played any role in the events on Wednesday that led up to rioters storming the U.S. Capitol. Eyewitness News reporter Trang Do live at police headquarters with the late breaking details. Trang.
Well, Joe, a source close to the police department confirms that the detective under investigation is a woman. However, the department is not confirming her name. At central issue of this internal investigation is the extent of her activities in Washington, D.C. on the day that rioters stormed the Capitol. Wednesday, supporters of President Trump held what they called the Save America March outside of the White House ahead of Congress's counting of the electoral votes certifying Joe Biden as the nation's next president. President Trump spoke at the rally and encouraged the thousands in attendance to march to the Capitol and express their opposition to the election results. Once marchers arrived at the Capitol, chaos ensued as mobs were captured in images and video overwhelming Capitol Police, scaling the complex and breaking windows and doors to gain entry to the building. The city of Philadelphia does have detailed policies governing the political activity of its employees, including police officers. As long as they are not on duty in uniform on city property using city resources or their city title, police officers may attend political fundraisers or rallies as spectators. They may also talk about their personal political opinions, including on social media. They cannot, however, hold any role in support of a political candidate, party, campaign, or partisan political group. A Philadelphia police spokesman tells Eyewitness News that at this time, the department is not aware of any other employees, in addition to the detective under investigation, who may have attended Wednesday's demonstrations in D.C. Saturday, City Council member Catherine Gilmore Richardson expressed her concern on the issue, tweeting, quote, "We need to know if any law enforcement official who is sworn to protect and serve or any city employee attended the riot-turned-insurrection. I will be following up." Now, the police department official statement on the internal investigation reads in part, quote, "At this time, we are aware of social media posts that allege that a PPD detective may have been in attendance at the events on Washington, D.C. on January 6th. An IAB investigation has been opened to determine if any PPD policies were violated by the detective and if they participated in any illegal activities in attendance." Now, we are told the detective's assignment has been changed pending the outcome of the investigation. We have also reached out to the Fraternal Order of Police. A spokesman declined comment. For now, we're live outside of Philadelphia Police Headquarters. I'm Trang Do, CBS 3 Eyewitness News. Joe?
Trang, thank you for that report.